What's good, guys? It's your girl Kiesha Arielle and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we are going to be talking about how the weather impacts your moisturizing routine. Now if you haven't seen my previous video where I spoke about hair porosity, then definitely go ahead and check the cards above as well as in the description bar below for those videos to understand where your hair falls on the porosity spectrum, simply because this is a precursor to better understanding why the weather has the kind of effect it does on your hair and why your moisturizing routine will have to change as it pertains to the weather. So with no further ado, let's jump into today's video. Okay, so now that we fully understand how many cuticle layers we have and why that is the case, here is a general winter hair care guideline for those of us with Afro-textured hair to follow or to consider during the colder months, since during the winter season the main challenges that we tend to face would include things like dryness, right? So the hair may feel rough and straw-like and may appear dull and frizzy, again because the moisture is being sucked out of our hair, which leads to brittleness, which makes the hair very easy to break. And also exposure to cold, dry air and indoor heating, which causes these effects. So the internal heating will cause dryness, which can lead to brittleness. So during the winter, what we need to consider would include increasing moisture and moisturizing frequency. So we have to increase these. So considering that the weather has the ability to strip the hair of moisture, it is absolutely crucial that you are replenishing the moisture content in the hair to keep it hydrated. In addition to that, maintaining a regular moisturizing routine to seal in the moisture content is important for longer hydration and moisture retention. So to do that, you want to seal your hair with heavier oils like castor oil or avocado oil for long-lasting protection. And also consider using thicker creams or butters like our Hair We Gro hair and body butters, which include a blend of butters and oils including shea butter, mango butter, castor oil and other ingredients to lock in that moisture, which combats the rapid moisture loss which is typical of high porosity hair. Now I would recommend applying the LOC method, which is the leave-in oil or cream slash butter to retain hydration in both the hair and scalp. And as you know, I like to apply the oils to the scalp and the butters to the hair strands. Now if you would like to see how I apply this method during my daughter's moisturizing routine, then go ahead and check the cards above as well as in the description bar below. Okay, so next would be to wash less frequently depending on your wash day schedule, because as I've mentioned, I've shared before that there was a time where I was washing my hair twice a week because I was treating some dry scalp issues. So depending on your wash day schedule, you have to reduce it accordingly. For example, like when I was washing twice a week, I will reduce that to once a week. So once every 1 to 2 weeks to prevent moisture loss and to make sure that you are using a sulfate-free shampoo, as we know these shampoos tend to dry out the hair, or you can co-wash to gently cleanse without stripping your hair of its natural oils. All right, following this, you want to deep condition regularly, preferably on a weekly basis or every wash day, with products that contain humectants to assist with replenishing moisture into the hair. Again, this is during the winter months. Also, I do plan on doing a video speaking further about the various types of conditioners and their purpose and when it comes to the role of replenishing moisture in the hair, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, check out this video I did a few years ago about different kinds of conditioners right here. Also, considering the fact that the cold weather strips the hair of moisture, after following the first 3 steps, the next thing to do is to put your hair in a suitable protective style, especially low manipulation protective styles like braids, twists, or even wigs to help shield the hair from the harsh weather while preventing any moisture loss. And most importantly, after installing your protective style, you want to tuck your ends to prevent breakage. We have to look after our ends. Once again, you want to consider using the Hair We Gro hair and body butters that work to fortify your hair structure, which helps with reducing the risk of breakage, further damage, and increased porosity. Again, go ahead and check the cards above as well as the videos listed in the description bar below to see how I use these wonderful butters when wearing protective styles to protect the entire hair strands and also the ends. Now, I have spoken on my experience regarding this next tip before, and that is protecting your hair at night. So sleeping on a satin or silk pillowcase and wear a satin or silk scarf or bonnet to retain moisture is key. And yes, satin or silk materials definitely help with moisture retention in comparison to any other materials. And lastly, using humidifiers at home can help combat the drying effects of indoor heating, which causes the hair to be dehydrated, as indoor heating causes the air to become dry and it pulls moisture from everything around it, including your moisture from your skin, from your hair, and even the furnitures around you. Okay, so now that we've spoken about how to care for our hair during the winter months, let's talk about some general hair care practices for the warmer weather, especially if you have Afro-textured hair. Now, during the warmer months, the main challenges we face are sun exposure, especially if we're dealing with extreme heat that can cause our hair strands to become extremely dehydrated, and also humidity. And you know what? Understanding humidity when it comes to our hair is quite important, which I do plan on doing a video on this in the future, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But generally speaking, when we're talking about humidity, it refers to the amount of moisture in the air and not just the temperature. So when it comes to caring for our hair during the warm summer months, some general guidelines to consider would be to use lighter products for hydration, such as water-based products like a hydrating mist and even water-based sprays, etc., to keep the hair hydrated and refreshed throughout the day. And lighter products for moisturization, such as lighter moisturizers, leave-in conditioners, lighter oils like a jojoba oil that will help to avoid product buildup and greasiness, which allows for breathability, as I like to talk about, for both the hair and the scalp, as heavier products can weigh down the hair and potentially clog the pores. Additionally, during this time, switching to the LCO method, so that's the leave-in cream / oil or butters, would be ideal in your moisturizing application for a lighter sealing routine. Now, I do have a video coming on that explaining why the LCO method works best during the summer months and the LOC during the winter months, so definitely stay tuned for that. During the warmer months, frequent cleansing is necessary to keep the scalp clean, and as we know, a healthy scalp is necessary for healthy hair growth. So washing or co-washing every 5 to 7 days during this time helps to maintain a healthy environment for the hair and the scalp by removing sweat, dirt, and buildup. And considering that we have fewer cuticles on our hair, it is easiest for our hair to be weighed down because of the accumulation of both environmental and product buildup. So definitely consider switching, and again, I will explain why that is. Now, another important practice during the summer months is to deep condition with protein regularly, according to your hair type. And when I say hair type, I mean your hair's porosity, as this determines your hair's needs. Now, not to worry if you're unsure how often that is, as I do have a video coming up on how often you should be doing a protein treatment according to your hair's porosity. Now, doing protein treatments, especially during the summer months, is extremely important to help strengthen the hair that has been weakened by the sun or chlorine exposure. In addition to protein treatments, to protect our hair from the sun, we can consider wearing hats, scarves, or using the Hair We Gro hair and body butters as a heat protectant to shield the hair from harmful UV rays. Now, I did a video explaining why our butters are great as a heat protectant, so I will go ahead and link that above as well as in the description bar below for you to check out. However, considering that butters may be too heavy during the summer months, depending on where you are on the hair porosity spectrum, I would suggest using a small amount to avoid weighing down the hair, especially if you're on the finer side side as well, finer hair strands as well. And lastly, continuing to wear protective styles like braids, twists, buns, or any other protective styles during the warmer months are just as important to protect your hair as similar to the winter months, because protective styles in the summer keep the hair strands bound together, reducing surface area exposure to the environment such as the sun, making it harder for moisture to evaporate, which this ensures that hydration lasts longer, especially when combined with sealing products like our hair butters or oils that once again fortifies the hair structure, reducing the risk of further damage and increased porosity. Now, I do plan on doing a video on why protective styles is ideal for both seasons, so again, stay tuned for that. Man, I have so many videos lined up for you guys. Listen, I am really studying this. So considering the delicate nature of our hair structure, we can see that it's quite important that we understand how to care for our hair and adjust our hair care routines during the winter months and the summer months to accommodate for the environmental changes and the effects it has on our hair. And with that, I just want to wrap up by highlighting the key differences during the winter months, which includes us being more focused on moisturizing the hair to keep the moisture content sealed in to prevent dryness, which can lead to brittle strands. And also during the winter months, deep conditioning the hair and reducing your wash day frequency to once every 1 to 2 weeks to avoid stripping the natural oils from your hair and scalp. That typically helps with keeping the hair and scalp moisturized. Now, during the summer months, you are more focused on hydrating the hair. So that is ensuring that the hair has sufficient water content to combat the effects of the sun, because again, in extreme weather that can dehydrate the hair. In addition to deep conditioning, you want to ensure that you are doing protein treatment to fortify the strands against the damage the sun can cause to the cuticle layers of your hair. And you are washing the hair and scalp a bit more frequent than you would during the winter months to keep the scalp clean, so that every 5 to 7 days. So by tailoring your hair care routine to the season, you can protect your hair and maintain its health all year round. And given the unique needs of medium to high porosity Afro-textured hair, our Hair We Gro product line is specifically formulated to provide year-round protection. So whether it's protecting against the winter dryness or the summer heat, our range of product got you covered. So if you're ready to give your hair the care it deserves, visit our website and explore the range of our products specifically formulated for your medium to high porosity hair. Because once again, understanding your hair's true porosity is key to maintaining its health and beauty. So once again, recognizing that our hair type is typically medium to high porosity, we can provide the specialized care it needs for it to thrive. So with that, I hope you found today's video very informative, and if you did, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And until the next one, I will be right back here with another video. Bye.